Do you think there is something demonic down here?
Yes.
There appears to be a woman's spirit in here.
Then it said Zozo.
George Leger was the founder of the hotel, and this is where he died.
This was an old torture chamber. I heard a growl.
Will we see you?
George, were you murdered?
You do not have permission to be inside my body.
In 1851, George Leger planted his flag on Mokelumne Hill when he opened the Hotel de France. But after several fires ravaged the town, he rebuilt and purchased the adjacent vacant courthouse and county jail to future-proof his new establishment, the Hotel Leger. But in doing so, he unknowingly inherited a dark strand of energy, which today has overrun this location and is the reason we've been summoned here to investigate.
This hotel has a basement. It has a network of little tunnels down below, does it not?
It does. Down in that area where it's got the dirt floor is the original hotel cellars. And the back cellar, that's where it connected to the tunnel system.
Do you believe that there is a dark presence down there?
I do.
Sometimes I'm the closing bartender, so part of the closing bartender is locking up the whole property. So I'm down there a lot. I don't have a problem with it at all. Sarah's had a couple of experiences where she's gotten her hair pulled down there. They don't like it when we do major moving of stuff around. Not necessarily big pieces of furniture, but the big totes of Christmas decorations going up and down and reconsolidating and stuff. And they just don't seem to like that much.
I do not like coming down here after dark. I will if I absolutely have to, but otherwise it's not a thing that I enjoy doing. I'm not necessarily scared for like my safety. It's just more of an uneasy feeling that something's here with me, and I am the only living thing that I know of that's here.
We are at room number 7. Can you tell us why you brought us to room 7?
Room 7 is also known as George's room. George Leger was the founder of the hotel, and this is where he died.
After the death of his wife, legend claims that George Leger became a womanizer, and in 1879, he met his death at the hands of a jealous husband, who murdered him in the very room where he committed these acts.
Room 7 was George's room. He supposedly died in that room. How he died is a matter of conjecture. The official obituary that was published in the paper said he died of a short illness. A lot of people believe he was shot to death. And because most of the records have burned up in one of the big fires that were here, a lot of that information, what actually happened, is lost.
Now, down on this end of the building, room 3 is where the little boy is supposed to be. And
Any idea who the child is?
I believe it is one of George's children. One of his sons that died of scarlet fever or...
Really? So they did die?
influenza. Yeah.
Okay.
My first experience goes back to my first stay here. We were here for like 3 days, and it was the third day. It was a night that the restaurant and the saloon were not open, and we were the only guests in the hotel that night. And so we had gone out to dinner and come back in and gone upstairs, and the bathroom door on room 3 in the wintertime will swing open if you don't close it and lock it, just because of humidity and hot and cold and stuff. And then you come out of the room and you're walking face first into that door. So we came in after dinner. I went and used the bathroom. I knew that I had closed and locked it, so I'm talking like 45 minutes. And I said, I'm gonna go brush my teeth. And I walked out of the room, and the bathroom door was open and unlocked. Every towel in the bathroom was wadded up into a ball and shoved under the sink, and the shower curtain was opened. I went back across the hall and I looked at my husband. I said, that's not very funny. And he looked at me like I was crazy, and he said, I was in here with you the whole time. You know this. And I kind of went, oh yeah, I guess you're right. And that was just how it was. Most of the stuff that happens around here is like that tween-age prank kind of stuff.
Oh, I'm getting lightheaded.
I got a little
really
bit too.
lightheaded, really bad.
That's common.
I'm feeling the same thing Aaron did. Can you zoom in on this?
1 second.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Going up.
Just went up to a 5. Do you see that?
Yep.
We
Well,
just detected.
I'm standing in a cold spot right now.
We occasionally have that reaction. Not often, but people that are sensitive will sometimes just say they feel, a little bit dizzy or lightheaded when they're, in certain areas, certain rooms. We interact with the spirits here pretty much on a daily basis. Can always tell when the show has re-aired because I start getting the phone calls wanting to be in 3, 7, or 11. I get the calls while they're watching, sometimes the East Coast. I get calls from like New Jersey and Pennsylvania. I'm watching you on TV right now. Is it really haunted? Yes.